go live?
Oh, hold on. That's new. Okay. Let me see if it does it over here.
Since it's like a scheduled event, you actually have to click go live, I guess. Go live?
There it is. Okay.
That's new.
I've never had to,
Let me see if it does it over.
I've never had to actually click go live before. So I'm looking at the screen and it shows me live, but I'm not actually live.
There it
So,
is. Okay.
yes, I can,
I've
see
never
you
had
all
to,
now.
I never had to actually
Where
click.
is my mute? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So when you set it up ahead of time, it's set up a little different. Anyway, I am here. Hello, bonjour. Bonjour. It is me. I am Michele with Design&Vine, and you are watching Crafty Creators Community this evening. Our schedule is to your right, and I will be live from 5 to 6 Central Standard Time. I'm trying to get my thoughts in a row here since I messed up and didn't click go live. All I ever usually have to do is just stream from OBS and it automatically connects for me. I didn't know I had to click go live, so I've got it now. Anyway, following me is Tami with Crafty-Peep, and following Tami is Robin with Robin's Buys and DIYs. And then from Robin, we head over to Kristy with Kristy's Crafty Cottage. And our theme is Take Me to Paris. Okay. Now, let me change my cameras so that you can see what I am going to do this evening. All right. So that was our schedule. And I've got my Cricut heat press here. I'm going to change the temperature to 300. And I'm going to leave the timer at 30 seconds. And we are going to, let that go down. Okay. So it's working. It's warming up right now. I'm going to move this aside just a little bit. So my temp is 300 and it's at 30 seconds. I am going to use this transfer this evening and maybe a couple of others. I'm going to use this fabric that you see right here and some of this lace to make all of the fabric, and the lace is for a bow. I'm going to use this Totally Dazzled rose gold heart that I did not use last night. I'm also going to be using ink this evening in the color Black Velvet, and then hopefully you can see the color well on this. It is called Mauvelous. It's a mauve pinky color, and it goes with the pink in my fabric. And I'm going to be using my very last Chalk Couture tote bag because we're going to Paris, right? We got to have a shopping bag. So we are going to make a shopping bag so that we can buy all the things when we are in Paris. So I have this ink mat and it's sticky. It's kind of like the Cricut mats that you get to put your vinyl on. So it's sticky on one side and not on the other. And it is plastic. So you're using heat and plastic. You want to be careful that you're using it the proper way. So my heat press is ready. Yep. I'm going to stick this on the inside of the bag. And the sticky part helps it keep the bag still and it helps it smooth it out. If I can get my words together here. Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So let me keep this in screen. Let me move this stuff aside a little bit so I can keep this in screen like so. And this is permanent, so that's a good spot right there. It's going to stick to me a little bit, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take my transfer, French market, and we're going to place that right there, and then we're going to heat set it when we're done. So I'm not going to fuzz this because it's going to stick to the material, and I want as much sticky as possible. So I'm going to peel this back. Hi, Shay. I learned something new about Shay. She likes thunderstorms. So I'm going to line it up right along the bottom there. I'm using this as my guide, the line on the bag, okay? And then I'm going to smooth it out going upwards, like this. Making sure to get any bubbles out. I've got it a little crooked, but you're not going to notice. You're not going to notice. And I am going to do all of this, at least I think. Yeah, I'm going to do all of this side in black. Maybe I'll do the word French. I don't know. I don't know how I want to do this. Let's see. Make sure you can see. Grab my tools. Got my detail tool and I have a squeegee. So I can do the word French and mark it in pink in this marvelous color. And then I'll do the outline in black, and that'll bring out the black here. And then I have two other transfers. Okay, I just did something I wasn't supposed to do. And I got ink on the bag. And it's likely not going to come up because it is permanent, but I'm gonna try. So it popped and it got done on the black here, but it was very wet, so I did get it up. All right. And this is ink, Chalkology ink. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use both of these tools for marvelous. Yes, isn't it pretty? Marvelous. It's marvelous, darling. What's L-E, Bethwyn? So the ink is takes longer to dry, so you actually don't have to rush like you typically do with the paste, because the paste dries so quickly. You don't have to rush with the paste, but you do have to you don't want to let it sit, I guess I should say, for too long without taking up either the transfer or finishing the whole thing and then taking it up, because the paste dries quicker. Now they've tried to improve it over the years so that it doesn't dry as fast. I don't know why I'm not just going into the word market. I guess I was just making sure I was going to do both words in pink. I think I am. Oh, you're confusing me, girl. Is that you, JJ? Or it's Dad? Okay. JJ is Joe Jr. He's been JJ ever since he was a little boy. So everybody just, well, when he works, when he's at work, he's Joe, but not at home. Big Joe is Joe. He's JJ. So I probably would have stood there for for a good while and been like, I don't know what's going on. And if it weren't for JJ coming over going, I think you need to click go live. Duh. Okay, I have my little handy dandy bucket back there, or my basin. My basin, yes. I have my basin filled with water. Let me just wipe this up a little because it does tend to dry and make it difficult to get the cap on and off. But my inks, y'all, you saw I just opened that. I haven't bought ink in like 2 years, and that was like perfect. So as long as you keep the cap on these, you're good to go. And this one I've had since the beginning of time. My time with Chalkature anyway. And you don't even really need to stir ink because it's so it's such a good texture that it stays yummy, if you will. And all right, so now we're going to go in with the black, and then when I'm done here, so notice I'm not like lifting the transfer or anything. That's because I have time, because it's ink. So you're not pressured to like lift the transfer off so that, you know, the ink doesn't lift up or anything like that. It's just easy. I like ink more than I like the paste, actually. I always have. It's just easier to work with, I think. But that's just my opinion. And again, I'm not a designer any longer. I just have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of Chalkature stuff. I don't have quite as much Chalkature stuff as I do crafting items, but I have enough of both to last me a lifetime. So this is a really pretty transfer. And I do have a fleur-de-lis and little hearts. And I was thinking about putting that on the other side. And we're going to add a little bow. We're going to add the bow to the actual handle, kind of just like some ribbons hanging and some fabric, like a rag bow hanging from it. All right, I don't want to forget any little pieces here because we want this to pull off nicely. Can I help you, puppy? Who's over here? I heard a little nose sniffing. Somebody's sniffing out something. Are the dogs with you, Jay?
What?
Are they? I'm hearing things now. Speaking of hearing things, I actually have a hearing test with, yeah, I do, actually. I do. I do have a lot of junk monkey, though. I've got a ton of it over there on my little shelf, so. I also have Dixie Belle, but shh, don't tell anybody that. Don't tell Sonya that anyways. Hi, Addie. She knows. She's probably used it before, too, but not anymore. Not since. No, don't go off. We're good. Okay. Get the ink off your hands. That is important. When you're using ink, you want to make sure that you're taking it off of your hands so that you're not getting it somewhere else on the tote, okay? So now I'm just going to pull this up and we're going to have, look, I said get it off and I still have some on my nail. Okay. Let me do the reveal upside down so you can see it. Here we go. Oh, we got a little bleeding right there. And there's nothing I can do about it. So, It is what it is. This is, whoops, excuse me. You can still tell what it says. And if you have some acrylic paint, I'm taking this out now because we're going to heat set this. And you don't want this plastic to melt. So I'm going to put that on there for now. And then I'm gonna dry it just a little bit. It looks okay, even though the E bled that way a little bit. And kind of right here, the line isn't so thin. You can take like a fabric paint and touch that up if you can match it close to this color. If you really wanted to, I'm fine with it the way it is. All right, let me just get the drying process started. But that's what I mean about the inks. If there's any bleeding whatsoever, there's really nothing you can do about it because it's permanent. Once it's there, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So now to heat set it, you take a piece of parchment paper. I don't think it matters which side. And we take our Cricut heat press. And we're going to do 2 30-second presses. I'm trying to think of a word to use. 2 30-second goes at this. I didn't need my detail tool. And I'm going to check it after the first one. Okay, that was 30 seconds. My timer went off. Okay, I'm going to do it for another 30 seconds. What I'm checking for is to make sure that it doesn't have any of that, like it's not burning the fabric. Can you talk and iron at the same time? Goodness, I didn't set my timer, so I'm probably going to stop 10 seconds early, just making sure I'm not putting any burn marks on here. Oh, I love the beret. I love the beret. I wanted to copy. I really did. And I said, girl, don't copy. That's not nice. I had to talk myself out of it. I had to talk myself out of it. I love the beret. All right, so a little bit came off on here, but that's fine because it's dry. It's all dry now. I'm going to turn off my heat press. You can turn this inside out. I'm trying to fold this back the way it was. Sorry for the noise, guys. You can turn this inside out, okay? And iron it on the inside from the inside and kind of heat set it from the back if you want to. I don't always do that. I don't feel like it's necessary all the time. What I could do to kind of hide that mistake a little bit is take this little heart right here and put it right near the E. What do you think about that? I could do that. How much time do I have? Yeah, I got plenty of time. Plenty of time. So maybe even tinier. Just put a little black heart right there. It's kind of like, why'd she put that there? Because it would be just on the E. Let me see. Let me cut it out and we'll see what it looks like. So I have this transfer with all these hearts on it. This one is called, the other one was French Market. This one is actually kind of old, but I have more of these. So if you're interested, let me know. This one's called Homespun Hearts. Homespun Hearts. And the little heart faces are cute, but it's not going to cover up my little flaw there. So that's the biggest flaw, I think. Yeah, that's the biggest flaw. So So it's still kind of hard to tell. I would literally have to place it down to see. Yep, I could cover that whole thing. That whole little flaw right there with black ink. What do you think? Aw. I think I need to move it over just a little bit. And I may get bleed on this as well. I would hope not, but I think I am going to put a little heart there. So I have to go back in, turn my heat press back on. With this, just put that under there. And that's heating back up. Let me get my black out. Let me get my detail tool because this is tiny. So we got to use a smaller tool. Let's see how this turns out. You never know. It might look okay. You never know. It looks like I was covering something up. It kind of does, but that's okay. We're going to have our little streamers hanging down too. But we like to shop, so we love to shop. So we have our little heart. I could put like another one right over here. Let me keep my backings where I know they are. I might do that. I might add the smiley face one in black right over here. So it kind of just looks like random hearts. Very little paste. Just want to cover up those open spaces, right? Teeny tiny transfer. Oh, that's cute. That is so cute. Okay. It doesn't look like that. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? All right. Let's see. Let's heat set those two little hearts. There's an even tinier one. Look how tiny they get. They're really little compared to that heart. Okay. We have more to do, so I have to move on. Moving on. Let me move the temp up on this. Temp up to 300. Go. All right. Dry this just a little bit to get it started. Okay, got my plastic. Okay, why is this not? No, I don't want 310. I want 300. Take the plastic out. Put that aside. Get my parchment paper. Put that down. I should probably do this. I think that's dry. I think we're good. It's at 290. Hey, Charlene. Hi, Tanya. Yikes, Michelle. Burn the house down. All right, let's do 30 seconds on the little hearts, and then we will move on. Because it is just a little bit. Hi, Tami. Hi, everybody. Hi, Liz. Hi, Robin. I didn't say hi to anybody. Hi, Beth Wen. Bonjour. How do you say everyone in French? Bethwyn, I'm calling on you. As the teacher, I'm calling on you. All right. Our little hearts are heat set. Now, next, I'm going to take some fabric in strips, like so. I'm going to take 2 more pieces. Those are not the scissors I want. These are the scissors that I want. And now we are going to take some fabric. Okay, are you here, Tami? Tout le monde. Bonjour tout le monde. Okay, is that right? Tout le monde. They sound like they're saying I love you when they say it, because it sounds so cool to hear a French person talk. I sound like I'm an English person trying to talk. Tami, question, because believe it or not, I don't think I've done this before. Which way do I cut? Is it this way? So is it A or B? Like A, or do I start on this little white end? B. Does anyone know? I want to say, I think, let me just test it. Okay. B. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's not going even, though, is it? Maybe it is. No, it's not. It's not going even. Does that mean it's not rippable? Let's see how much I have. Well, it goes to there, and I don't want to waste it, so I'm just going to leave it like it is. And I guess I'll just cut the next piece. So I'm going to fold it back in half, like this. So I've got it in half, and now I'm just going to cut the next piece, like so, all the way down. Like so. And then I'm going to take some of the plain pink. This fabric is pretty. I may need more of that. I may use that as a tie, but I'm going to go to this one next. Isn't it pretty? Like, I want to make something out of it, like a little pillow or something. It's so pretty. All right, so this one, I'm just going to cut. Cut little 1-inch strips. What's happening? Okay. So now we have pink, and I may add one more of the floral because I like it so much. But I also have a ribbon that'll kind of tie in this with this, because this has some whites in it. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? Add some of this as well. And then maybe one more of the floral. I've got a lot of cleanup. Clean up, clean up. Everybody do their share. That's what my kids used to sing at school when it was time to clean up. Well, I'm not a very good fabric cutter. Is that because I'm left-handed and I'm doing it right-handed? I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Oh my goodness, don't cut your taupe, Michelle. That would be awful. All right, let's see what we got, because I think I messed up in the middle just a little bit. I did. Let me use this side. I wish this was double-sided, but that's okay. Cut the end. Well, I'm glad I'm not on Facebook, because that's how Kristy got banned. Well, not banned, but she's like in Facebook jail because she said cut the legs off of my SpongeBob. And she got put in the slammer for saying cut the legs off. Yeah, I do. Because it's Facebook being stupid. I'll trim those up in a second. I'm going to go ahead and tie this. Right here. I can say it on here, but I can't say it on Facebook apparently. All right, we got a double knot. And then you can take this off if you wanted to. And then we've got this cute little bow here. So really just like if you were to add a scarf to your purse, that same kind of concept. Make them different lengths if you want to, so that it hangs pretty. So this is what we have so far. And there's something else that I want to do to the back side of this. But I also want to show you what I'm going to do with the pin. So the pin is going to go right here on, like, between these two things. So it's kind of cool that it's an actual pin. Hopefully I can get it through this thick thing here and hook it on the back side. Just put a little bit, put it in just a little bit and then secure it. You could glue it on as well, but I'm kind of making this so that you can take these embellishments off if you want to. So now we have a little dazzle on here as well. You're not a moderator? JJ, can you make her a moderator? All right, now to finish this off, I'm not done yet, okay? To finish this off, I'm going to turn her around on the back side. I'm going to try to get this wrinkle out real quick. Rub a little bit of water in and then take my heat press. I have to. Can you come do it on my computer real quick? Yeah, I'm making such a mess. I really am. All right. I have this fleur-de-lis. I do not want to lose my backers. Okay. So I have this fleur-de-lis, and I thought this would be cute on the back side. And I'm going to do it in So I have green as well. I have black, pink. Should I just keep it all the same? Should probably keep it all the same. Maybe I'll do what did I do with the green one? I don't even know where I put it. I took it out because I was thinking about using it, and now I don't see it. Okay. Let me go ahead and cut this. Can you come to my computer and do it, Jay? So we're going to ink this real quick. And I do have some flowers too that we can maybe put on if we have time. Okay. Decide. I think I'm going to do black. I'm just partial to the black. I like the black ink. I'm going to use my pink squeegee. I got this at conference last year. I'm going to put my plastic in. I have to position this on here. So that little mark you see, it's just wet a little bit. Should I do it at the top or the middle? Maybe the middle. I'm going to do it in the middle. I could do it in gold, but then it kind of doesn't go with the whole thing. And there's a rose gold thing on the other side, so I'm not going to do it in gold. Oh, JJ did it. There you go. Okay. So I'm just really trying to make sure that this is down on here, which is what I should have done on the other side to make sure I wasn't getting any bleed through or under the transfer. This is for no bleed through and for steadying the fabric on. Maybe I'll just take another squeegee and kind of press down. There. Go in one direction. Something just told me that. For some reason, I didn't do that on the other side, so I'm going to go up and down only on this one, and we'll see what that does. Yeah, I think the black's going to look really sharp. Taking off the excess. I'm going to clean my hands. I may be okay here. I don't think I got much on me. Just want to make sure. Okay. Peel off my transfer. Okay, that one came out really nice. Put my transfer in the water. Take my backer off. Pull it out of there. Okay, that's ready to go. I'm going to dry it a little first. Take my parchment paper. And let's go 30 seconds on this. I always like to move it, keep it moving, so that you're not getting those little burn spots. And this is significantly weighted, so you don't have to put a lot of pressure, but it does require that you press down just a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're good. All right, that is it for the chalking. So I'm going to put this paper aside, and I'm going to, ooh, thunders, Shay, it's thundering. So we have French market on the front with this little scarf rag lacy thing. I don't even know what to call it. It's not really a bow. I don't know what it is. Hanging from it with our Totally Dazzled. And then we have our fleur-de-lis on the back. And one other thought that I just had. How much time do I have? I have 15 minutes. Let me see about adding some black bling. So I shut this off. I'm going to move it aside. So I have a little more space here. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to grab my fabric tack. And I'm going to see what this looks like. If I had the rose gold, I would put rose gold on there because I don't want to clash with this pin, and I really like that pin on there and the rose gold. So I'm going to go with the black. I only have black and silver to date. So let me see about cutting a strip of this and putting it right along the line down here. Let's see, how much do we need? I could do a double line. And this is what it looks like up close. It's just black dazzled, Totally Dazzled bling. Or I can do one line. Or I can do 3. Ooh, I kind of like 3. I kind of like 3, guys. I'm going to go with 3. All right. I'm going to go with 3. And I didn't see where to stop. So I might, let's see, right about here. And then we can do it on the back side as well. But I'm going to cut the whole way down because I don't want to leave that hanging on there. So I'm just going to cut straight across. And now we have our piece that's going to fit there, and I can use it again to cut the second row for the back side. So don't forget, following me is Tami with Crafty-Peep. And we have roughly 12 minutes left. So I'm just going to use this Aleene's Quick Dry Fabric Tack, Fabric Fusion. And we're going to put this, should I put it up here? What do you think? Should I put it at the top or should I put it at the bottom? I kind of measured for down here already. I could do both. I did measure for the bottom, but it doesn't have to go like perfectly to the edges, because it's going to be opened at some point, and I can always wrap more around from the other side, kind of like it at the top now. I'm not sure which one to do. Go fix your beret. Maybe the bottom, because the bling is up here and then this is up here. I don't know what that means, Bethwin. I don't know what that means. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get some fabric tack down on here. I remember last time I couldn't get this to squeeze out. Let's see if I can get it to this time. Oh, gosh. Nope. It's absolutely positively going to take too much time to do it that way. So I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to grab my handy dandy palette knife, and I'm going to just stick it in the bottle and get the back side glued up, and then we're going to spread some on here, just like so. And then I'm going to lay this down. And I'm going to fold it back, and we're going to do the same thing. Oh, bag by Design&Vine. That's cute. It's a sack, right? Oh, this is an easy way to use this glue, actually, because I'm able to control it really well. Okay. I have to get off on time or I'm going to miss my flight to Paris. So I will finish. No worries. I gotta go shopping, right? Did get some on the front side, so I'm just going to utilize that all the way to the edge, like so. Put the extra back in the bottle, and I'm going to put that over there. And I have a little bit extra on the end, which happens sometimes, because this is my seam right here, so it looks like I didn't go far enough to the edge, but I did. Oh, there's actually more right here, so I am actually going to wrap that around into the fold, and then I can go back and even add more if I need to. So I'm just going to wrap that around. And I can pick up right where I left off. That's the nice thing about the Totally Dazzled stuff. How you cut it, you can go back and you can pick right up where you left off. And I may just go inside the fold and come around and cover the whole thing. But it is folded right here, so this is my seam right here. So when it's open, like if I were to go shopping right now, let's see how it looks, guys. Let's go shopping. Let's see. I'm trying to tippy-toe. I'm trying to tippy-toe here so you can see my bag, and I can go, I'd like one of these, please. And just take this, put it right in my bag, and go to the register and pay. So I'm at the French market. So So that's kind of what it looks like when it's open. It's going to be all full like that. And you go shopping, and it does have a little, it has a little chocateur tag right there. I'll show you in just a second. Let me put it back down. So right here on the side, it has a little chocateur tag that you can see from both sides. So I have 6 more minutes. Let's go ahead and add some to the back, because I think it'll look really cool back here, because we only have the fleur-de-lis. I got a few little strings. So I already have my strip. So I'm just going to go at the 3 mark. Sometimes if you catch this just right, you can zip it right up. Zip, zip, zip. It is thundering in the distance. It is. Don't know if you can hear that. Jay, are we going to get storms, or are they going around us? Okay. So my seam is right there. I may have a little extra on this side. In the end, we'll have the a little bit of the fray of what this is set on. It's like on a material thing, kind of. All right, so I'm going to go back into the glue and do this the same way on the back side. Kind of grabbing a little too much here. Okay. See if I can get it all on. Sorry, it's a very webby. It's very webby, darling. Okay. Get it right to the edge. Yeah. Probably should have just wrapped that, but there's a little bit right here I can lay down. Girl, what are you doing? Don't mess it up at the last second. There. That's just glue. That'll dry clear right there. Let's see if I can get it off. It's all over my fingers. Three minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes to Tami. Okay. All right, now we have the black on the back right here. When that glue dries, I'll pick it off with our fleur-de-lis, and then we have our French market on the front side with our totally dazzled pin and our fabric with flowers that matches our and some lace and some pink ribbon, and the flowers match the ink that we used in Marvelous and Black Velvet. These are the 2 inks we used, and we used 3 transfers. We used fleur-de-lis, the hearts, and French Market. And the fleur-de-lis is on the back. We have a cute... Does it really? It is cute. It looks high-end, huh? Well, it didn't take a whole lot to make it. Just the transfers. I kind of like this side better than I like the other side because it's so simple. It's just kind of boom, fleur-de-lis in your face, right? Jay, post the link again, babe.
To crafty-Peep?
Yeah, to crafty-Peep. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Robin. I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you. I kind of like that hangs down as far as the black because you can see like the black through it, like filigree. I'm ready to hit the streets in Paris. It's empty. I got to fill it up, right? I got to fill it up, guys. I have to fill it up. Someone needs to talk to Joe. Okay? Someone needs to talk to Joe. We need to go to Paris. That's all there is to it. You know what? I'm going to wipe this off because it feels really gooey. And I want to be able to open it again. So I'm just going to take my little wipe here and go in the treads of this bottle to make sure it doesn't lock up on me. There, that's better. All right, so we have 7 p.m. It is Tami time. Tami time. Go join her, please. I have some shopping to go do, so I will see you all later. Maybe we'll catch up in Paris, okay? So, bonjour. Good night. I love you. God bless. Thank you for